Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to talk about being mindful with who you associate with, okay? And I think a lot of us can relate to this topic because we went through it. I'm pretty sure a lot of us did, right? I put a post up about this a couple of days ago and a lot of people responded to it saying, "Oh yeah, I've had experiences with these kinds of people and stuff." And it's true, right? Like fake friends, right? Now, first and foremost, how can you tell apart fake friends from real friends, right? Now, real friends, they value you as a person, right? They'll invite you out places, they'll respect your opinions, they'll criticize you, but they'll criticize you respectfully and only when it's warranted. They won't just constantly criticize you, right? And as I said, they respect your hobbies, they respect your autonomy, and they won't just constantly criticize you as a person. Fake friends, right? Here's some of the warning signs of a fake friend, right? If they treat you like shit and call it a joke, and if it's repeated, especially, fake friends. Okay, that's like 95% chance that they're a fake friend, right? Pretty high likelihood, right? Number two, if they don't invite you anywhere, but then they go out with like their other friend groups or other friends, that means they don't value you as a person. They don't consider you as a friend. They just consider you as an object to be used, right? They're using you. They're getting something out of you, right? That's something you should watch out for. And if they do invite you anywhere, they'll just use you as like they'll just treat you like dirt, like shit, right? Number three, if they don't value your opinions or don't listen to them and just constantly talk about themselves, that's a warning sign you should watch out for. Okay, that's something very serious, right? If they don't value your opinions, if they don't value you, you should start questioning your relationship with this person. Again, as I touched on, if they constantly criticize you for no reason, then that means like if they attack you, your lifestyle, your hobbies, your ideas, who you are as a person, that means they have some kind of hatred towards you, and you should be careful with that because that can easily spiral into like something very bad. I was shocked. I've heard stories like on the news and online and stuff about how certain fake friends could like end up doing some pretty serious damage to you in real life, right, physically, right, because they have like this kind of hatred towards you, right. And I mean, you would be shocked how common it is. I mean, there's always like that one black sheep that pretends to like you, but they really despise you. And the worst thing ever is fake friends because at least when you have a hater or something, they hate you. You can spot them, right? And there's a saying that says it's better to be hated than loved because then you can see who your enemies are. But if you're always loved by most people, it's very easy for people to hide in the shadows and to put on like a proverbial metaphorical mask and to really feel some way about you but to really hide it, right? And then they'll go along with you. They're kind of like a secret agent, really, right? Or like a Trojan horse or something, right? Or a wolf in sheep's clothing. So be very careful. And lastly, and most importantly, if they talk behind your back, okay? Now, oh my days, this last one is so messed up. This is some really, really messed up shit. Okay, if they talk behind your back, if they spread rumors, gossip about you, that right there, if you when you figure that out, get rid of that person. I don't care how long you've been friends with them. I don't care what kind of connection you think you have with them. Get the fuck away from them. It's for your safety because you don't know what they're going to be, what kind of nasty shit they can, cook up in their cauldrons or whatever about you. You don't know what kind of evil stuff they can spread, right? I have experience with this. I'm not going to go into it, but I have experience, right, with all of these things. And if you want a more general rule about about how to avoid these people more generally, because a lot of this stuff, let's face it, a lot of this stuff happens in like high school type environments, right, or in like forced environments, like for instance at work or not really at work, but maybe say in like a college environment or in a family or something like this. Although it's not so common in certain families, but it depends on which one you're in. Now, number two, this general rule is don't deal with someone who's in a better position than you. That's a very general rule that you can apply, right? It's kind of like a basic protection, right? Now, here's why. more than likely they're not going to respect or understand your lifestyle or opinions, right? They have their own lifestyle, they have their own opinions, their own ways of living that have brought them success in the material world. But then when you bring up your opinions, when you bring up your desires, your lifestyle, they're more than likely going to look down on it because, oh, I'm so successful, so this person must be lower than me, right? And they have to listen to me, or I can look down on them, that kind of thing. Now, this leads me on to the next point. The constant comparisons between them and you may make you feel bad or be used to indirectly pressure you. Now, what did I just say? I said that those people, they can't understand your lifestyle, so obviously they can't respect it, right? A lot of these people don't respect other people's boundaries. You would be shocked how common it is. And they'll try to pressure you to be like them. They want to like change you. And you would be shocked how common it is for like for people to try and change others. They want everyone to be like them, right? You should never be like anyone else, right? You should be like yourself. There's only one of you on this planet, right? Whoever you are listening to this, right? So you need to live according to your own terms, according to your own values. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? Now, as I said, they will pressure you to live like them or project a version of you onto you or themselves, and they'll create this like version of you in their minds, usually, that they can either abuse, that they can either like put fake praise on or whatever, or they can use to like narcissistically abuse you, play mind games with you, right? And you just don't want more pressures and expectations, especially in this kind of society, right? We already have enough shit to deal with, right? You don't need more of that, right? Now, I mean, I have experience with this as well. I'm not going to go into any like personal stuff here, but there's a savvy guy saying that says, never deal with someone who's in a better position than you or who has more than you, because that's going to result in you feeling bad or you getting treated in a bad way, and you don't want to put yourself in that kind of position. It's very true, right? I have a certain person who always talks about like their family and stuff, and how well they're doing in the material world, and they always attack me or my lifestyles, or they always talk about they always attack. When I say they attack my lifestyles, it's getting to the point now where every time I was interacting with them, they would always talk about marriage, kids, all this kind of stuff, pressure me indirectly and directly, and they would always attack my like lifestyle indirectly, as being like a child-free anti-natalist person, or like someone who refuses to get in relationships and stuff, and it just made me feel uncomfortable. So, and they would always project this image of me in their head, and it felt very uncomfortable, right? And another thing is you should never underestimate the power and long-term impact of even like mid-term negative experiences, right? One experience of like pain, proper pain, is enough to easily outweigh thousands of positive ones. I think we can all relate to this, right? One, sorry, one properly negative experience can literally overwhelm hundreds of positive ones, right? Depending on which ones they are, of course. But don't think that you can like overwhelm the nature of. Don't think you can overwhelm emotions with your logic. That's not how the mind works, or the body or anything. It's just you can critique that or whatever, but that's my experience of it, right? And don't underestimate how bad society is as well. This society is very wicked. It's very corrupt, and it's very, how should I say? There's a lot of evil people that are promoted in society. Evil people are respected, right? Good people are shit on, abused, that kind of stuff, rejected. But evil people and ignorant people are respected and elevated, right? That's the playing field that you're engaging in. So of course you're gonna have to deal with a lot of these shitty people, right? Lastly, I want to say don't trust people, especially don't give people money, especially if you don't know them. Don't give people money. Don't do people favors. Don't do that, because people don't care. People just care about themselves. People only care about their lifestyles, right? even if they promise to do something for you, they're more than likely not going to do it, especially if they're a stranger, right? They have no obligations to you. For instance, don't give homeless people money. Give them food, but don't give them money. Because what I've noticed, I know this, I've given some of these people money and then they just run off with it and buy some alcohol or shoot heroin up their arms or whatever. And, you know, that's your money gone on that, right? So don't make that mistake. I'm warning you guys, right? I know it's kind of going off topic, but I'm warning you guys, don't give them money, right? Don't give people any of your items. You have to be selfish, right? Unless you know them, like, you know, selfishness is the key to survival, unfortunately, in this society. That's why you can't really make change because of the way people are, right? Like, you think of things like socialism and its idealism, but it's not going to work because people are selfish, man. People are evil. People are not good, and people will take advantage if they see that you're a good person. Do you know how fucked up that is? So unfortunately, the only way that you can deal with this is just not trusting people. But anyway, that's it. That's it for this video. Leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed, and yeah, see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.